Okay, here's a quick sound test. So you guys have an opportunity right now to adjust your volume. Well, hey, the title updated. That's good. Isn't that nice when things are working? Wow, we got... Okay, this is not weird at all. Okay, this is not weird at all. Alright, yeah, I'd say there's about an 8-second delay, maybe 9 at most. Alright, yeah, I'd say there's about an 8-second delay, maybe 9 at most. Let me try again. Let me try again. It's about like 6 seconds, maybe 6 or 7. Alright, interesting. Alright, I gotta close this or I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, woo. Yeah, we got this one pulled up right now, but there's actually other songs we're gonna be breaking down. And I'm trying to see which ones I'm going to do today. I'm gonna try to do one per person for today and then call it a day. Game fan with the hard brain, the most straightforward chart ever. Or what, amalgamation? Really? You need that broken down? Now triple journey, okay, like there's a breakdown. You know, dead end, there's a breakdown. So yeah, let's keep pulling these up. Okay, how about we just use this? As awful as this is, this might be my best option. Check out that 30 frames a second. Alright, anyways, I'm still letting people get in. We're gonna... make sure that the sound is okay. Alright, it looks like chat is working. Looks like the view counter is broken, but that's kind of like nothing new here. Once again, game fan with like the most straightforward charts to break down. I'll probably just do your Poochie today, not to mention like that's very highly requested. Okay, I think we're about to get started. If anyone has any questions before we start, now would be the time. Just making sure everything is caught up on my end. I step up on the stage and get the MFCS. Thank you very much, Tyrant, for the 199 donation. And I'm just now realizing that we probably gotta mute it. I think it's fine. Alright, guys. Let's have a formal beginning. I think we finally got enough people in here. What's up, everyone? Dr.D here, and today we are doing PAW Day 3. PAW stands for Patreon Appreciation Week, or Patron Appreciation Week, and that's basically an entire week of me giving back and saying thank you to the Patreons. I always get it confused. All the patrons who have joined my Patreon, and basically I'm giving back to them. But I have to give them back to them because, in fact, I've missed doing the request streams from January till July of this year. I did do August and September, but I missed up on doing 1 through 7 this year, so we're making it up in 1 week. So today's day 3, and instead of playing today, instead we're going to be doing chart breakdowns. I haven't done chart breakdowns in a while. It's been a while since I've gotten my what can you call it, my streaming layout set up, but you know, me and Len, we worked on it today, and we got this going on. We got some chroma key going on, and I think it looks tight. I think that this is it's good enough. And I guess the only concern that I have at this point would be about the timing and like the lag between what you see on the screen, making sure that my mouth is matching. Well, that's my first question. Is my mouth matching the audio? Is there a visual and audio match, or is something out of sync right now? Please let me know. Okay, that's good. So then the next question is going to be when I'm actually playing the songs to make sure that the audio video is all lined up. And I'm going to be trying to use it by playing the songs through YouTube today. So I'm going to find the chart there. If there's anything that looks like, if someone requests something that's pretty unique, I might have to separately record a Stepmania file or something. But so far, I'm pretty sure at least today, I can just manage by looking at Yusin's DDR video, because most of the requests are found on Yusin, and some things I have foot cams or body cams, and I'll definitely put that there if needed. Yada yada, blah blah blah, whatever. All right, so with that said, we're just going to jump right in, and I'll try to start each one so that in the future we can individually cut these out and upload them separately. So yeah, who's up first? I think I'm just gonna do Ishtar first. Let's see. So just so you guys know, these were the songs that were requested. I'm planning to do at least 3, maybe 4 or 5 today. We'll see how it goes. Not gonna lie, my energy level is really low. I'm so glad I'm not playing today. But even still, mentally, I'm not all there. So if I struggle a little, give me the benefit of the doubt. But with that said, to briefly go over this, yeah, I'm going to do Ishtar today. I want to do Condor. I'm really excited to do that one, but I'm going to try to focus on one per person. So, going to try to do Stardy's Ishtar. I'm going to do Yuki Knight's Korosuro Yuchi Senso, whatever. I'm going to do I'm not going to do his Pluto challenge, and that's because of the fact I have a very detailed breakdown of Pluto Challenge I did last year, and if you have not already seen it, I highly recommend you go back and find it. Then next for Game Fan, I suppose we'll do his Tokyo Shinwa, and for Pie Guy, basically everyone else here, I'm doing the first one that they requested because I did tell people, the patrons, that whatever you want is most important to break down, put that as number 1. I will, make sure I get that. So we'll see about that if that works out. And but because I don't have a very clean video of a left turn on Dead End Groove Radar Special, I'm gonna do his Poochie because, yeah, I cannot multitask. If I'm sending a message, I can't keep talking. So we'll do Pucci today, and that was highly requested during the last time I was doing breakdowns, which was a long time ago, but yeah, we're going to be doing that. Alright, so we're starting with Stardy and his, and what the hell had happened? There's some magic thing going on right here. Or did I scroll down before? Huh? What was here before? Or is Condor? Whoa, did I make a mistake? Hi guy, what the hell just happened? I could have sworn that Ishtar was Stardy's and Condor was also Stardy's. Did I do something wrong? It's not important. For sure I know that. Oh, now it's fixed. Hey, look at that. Okay, so with that said, we're just gonna jump right into the first one. I'm gonna like look over it one quick time. I'm gonna like skip through it, just get a couple of notes. I already made a few notes that I want to say later, but I definitely want to take a look. And hey, we might actually use fungus. Make sure all these are at... Whew, he doesn't have a 60 frame per second version. Oh well. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I think it's fine now. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. All right. Thank you, JK Games, for the host. Okay, then we're gonna jump right into it. Let's just get started. There's like no way to do it. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. All right, here we go. What's up everyone, Dr.D here, and in this video we're doing a song breakdown for Ishtar Challenge. This was requested by Stardy29, and in this video we're going to be breaking down all the complicated patterns that you're going to be finding in this challenging, very, very challenging 16. And oh boy, does it have some shock arrows. Alright, if you're ready, let's just jump right into it. So, Ishtar, what I always like to say is, let's find out the BPM first and foremost. I believe Ishtar is 156. Oh man, it's like one of the old videos where he doesn't have the BPM. I believe it's 156 though, and I'm like kind of known for knowing BPMs. Alright, so Ishtar, 155 range, 156. What are we using? Well, likely you're going to be wanting to get up above 3, more likely like 3.5, 375, and if you're me, 4x. If you're Chris, probably 5. But you want to really spread out these notes. There's definitely some more complicated patterns that are going to involve some twisting near the beginning and the end, and maybe reading it on a slower pattern a few times to build up muscle memories to know where the transitions are could be beneficial. But overall, we really need to spread out these notes and to be able to look between the shocks. All right, let's start off, and I'll pause when needed. And FYI, it's so rude. The challenge chart starts off like right away. The expert chart has like an extra measure and like gets you in the mood. So I can't tell you how many times like my friend picked the expert, I picked the challenge, and I'm like chilling out with them and like, oh shit, my notes are coming. So yeah, all right, and yeah, here's our first shock, and I'll just give you, I'll let it play for a while, but the brief note that I'm going to use for nearly all the shocks in here, not all of them, but nearly all the shocks, is that's going to be a middle step. So like, for example, for this one, that's going to be a left, right, left, but immediately I'm going to hop, probably my right, because I'm finishing on my left, so my right foot is going to hop onto the middle panel briefly so that I can take the pressure off of all of the sensors on the arrows and then set up for that. So in general, unless otherwise stated, the shock arrows in this song are going to represent like a middle step where you got to make sure everything is off of it. All right, let's continue. I have to admit that with the assist clap, it sounds so weird. It sounds so weird because even though the shock is not a note, because you're making it a note, it might as well be a note. You know what I'm saying? So like hearing that absent of when I know I'm hitting something, that's weird. All right, so yeah, there's some very complicated things going on right here. So for example, this one's easy, and then this one should also be pretty easy. And then, okay, so this is like where the things get a little bit tricky because for this one in particular, we're finishing with our right foot. So the left to the right, so that's fine. But then here, so we're finishing with the left, which means that our right foot will plant here, and we will immediately go back to our left. So okay, that's still fine. Oh, it does not like freeze frame. All right. Okay, so then here's our first crossover. And yes, I would recommend doing this legit. If you try to double step it, it's really going to be hard to get up in time for this, where if you can at least cross over left, right, left, you can quickly. But in this case, yeah, see, here's like where it gets a little harder, because before you were throwing the opposite foot on there. So if you finish with your right foot, you'd put your left foot in the middle. Not this time. After you finish, actually, technically, yes. I'm just so confused because it's a right, and usually you hit a right with a right. Okay, I was wrong. So yeah, left, right, left, right, left, and then right foot in the middle panel, and then do the triplet. All right, nothing here. Again, use the middle. Okay, this you don't want to follow it, and by following it, I mean, if I can show it. So in general, you might think that this is a crossover, left, right, left, right, left. But if you finish here with your left, you're kind of in big trouble here. So you want to double step this part. And then once again, same thing, double step it, bring your left foot down, and then right foot. And then this is similar to the other one, so right foot there. Although this time we actually do have one more step here. And this one I would more often want to jump over because of how I'm finishing. So the crossover to the right followed by your left foot doing a back cross here, and then I might just hop in the air and then land on the up arrow with my right foot. Okay, now these, usually if it's a jump to a jump, you are jumping over. So dun 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 dun. You have to be airborne. It feels awkward. It is awkward, but with practice, you will get used to it. All right, once again, jump, very high jump. You're jumping over all of these. Alright, first 140 steps. We are only 25% of the way through it, and there's a lot more bullshit coming. Alright, so you can just hop over this one, or near the end you can drop off. You should be able to clear this no problem. This part's so awesome. Make sure you're starting with your left foot for this section. Okay, briefly hop to the middle, and now we're going to do the fun. Now the important thing here is it does flow if you know it. So if you're over here, you don't see a lot of the things coming up. And I mean, this is only 3x. We're going to be on 4. Although, to be fair, Step Mania 4 does not look the same as Arcade 4. I'm not sure if you guys know that, but there is a big difference. This would actually be closer to like a 3.5 on an arcade, just FYI. But yeah, we don't know what's coming up, but you got to know, like, for example, start with your right foot. You know, you got to know, like, basic things. So let's follow it through, and there's only a couple tricks that will involve shocks and crossovers. That's very straightforward, but this one is not as straightforward. Okay, look at it again. So this one, we're going to finish there, but we must do this one. You could technically, I personally don't. I can see it working. You could do this one with your right up and then right foot here, and then you're in a perfect position. But personally, I really hate swinging my right foot to the left arrow, especially if it's only for like one note. I would rather here force it. I'd rather force my left foot to do a double step. So I'm going to be this here with my left, and then like I'd rather do this right foot, left foot, right foot. But in fact, you do have enough time to, as soon as you finish that, to hop over and hit that. You do have enough time, and I do it both ways. And that's just either way, you want to make sure you're with your right here, and then follow this one out. Alright, this is a legitimate crossover. There's no bullshitting this. Yeah, gotta cross over. Alright, that's just timing. Now this part fucking sucks, but yeah, it's all jumps. I will give you a couple tips that I do near the very ends of the jumps though. Actually, I can't really give you a tip for that one. Alright, now here is where the pattern is going to be played out. So left foot, and then very important, this note must be hit with our right foot. So after we finish the cross, our left foot is going to hit this. And in general, our body is going to be facing right this entire next section. Pay very close attention. So we're still facing right, and then we're going to do this one. And then finally we can go back to the regular. And then, god damn it, we're at the part. What is the part? This is the part. Oh boy. Okay, at this moment, we're gonna take a look and see how Funga does it. Yeah, you can see the high hops. Yeah, he's doing it the way that I told you. Alright, now let's see how he does this section, then I'll tell you how I do it. Yeah, like no matter how you do it, you're gonna look funny. So he opts to actually use the metal plates here and then just do heel toe for this section. But then as soon as it goes to the up down, he's like springing himself off, and I completely understand it. You really want to, like, you know, get off as quickly as possible. Alright, I'm going to bring it back to my video, and I'm going to explain why he's doing that, and how I do it, and why I do it like that. So, yeah, let's just, let's get started with, what's a better way to introduce you? So, let's just start by giving a big fuck you to shock arrows in DDR, because they do not function like mines. Mines are a lot kinder in ITG. The shock arrow, triggering them in the early window is incredibly early. Like, I don't know, I guess it goes by good timing, which is like super fucking close. So like, it's so easy to trigger shock arrows in DDR, it's like almost a joke. So putting a 16th note that close is like a recipe for disaster. Alright, there's 3 ways you can do it. 1, Follow what Funga did. I've personally never done that, but I get it. Now, 2, yes, you're going to want to go as high as you can. Act like your life depends on it as soon as you hit that note. So you're jumping into it, right? And then as soon as you feel like Mario, spring up as high as you can, and then go back, spring up as high as you can. That's how I generally do it. I generally do it like that. So, and you want to be like it's a weird thing. Like, you want to be very light on your step, but you want to be so fast to get up. So, like, kind of like float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The stinging like a bee part meaning you jump up to get the fuck out of the way. So, dun dun dun. Just as soon as you gallop, like, keep if you're doing your left foot, this is left for me. If you're doing your left foot, so like they're both jumping up here, okay? So like you don't have time to like make them. Okay, think of it like that. Yeah. Okay. I'm onto something. I promise. Generally, when we're doing gallops, they're going like this, right? Think about your feet doing this. I hope that the chroma key is not blocking out my hands. Please. Oh, that would be so awkward. Hold on, I gotta check. Is this actually coming through? Oh, it is blocking out my hands, kind of. Oh my god. Okay, so hear me out here. So in general, we are doing the, and there's always that moment where like you're kind of like evening out. But in this case, you don't want to even out. You want to, like, as soon as you gallop, like you're still coming up and you're like in this position, and then you're doing the evening out while you're in the air. You're doing the evening out while you are in the air. You got it? Huh? Okay. All right. I think we got it. All right. So that's how you do the first 2. So it does 4 gallops, and then it goes to the up-down. Now, for the up-down, I do have a secret. I do have a secret that I don't see people utilize, and this is like my secret weapon. So I actually plant my right heel on the center panel. So at this section, I will plant my heel on the center panel, and then only the tip of my toe is going to slam down on the up arrow. So only my left would be like dun dun, and then with the toe, and then I lift up, and then dun dun, with just like heel toe kind of. I only use my toe for the ups on my right foot. Did I play it recently in a stream? I'd love to show you guys, but that's how I do it. I keep my right foot in the center, and I just smack it briefly, lightly, and that's how you get away with it. And yeah, that's it. So I do that until the end. Now the last option you could do is make this a triplet. I've seen people do this. I've never had success, and if you can, great. But what that means is, like, yeah, use the center panel as a middle step. So at this section, you would be doing dun dun, and then up. Then okay, so left, right, middle. Right, left, middle, left, right, middle, right, left, middle. But you can kind of get away with it doing on left and right. But then you get to the down ups, and it feels really weird. You'd be doing down, up, middle, like, that just feels weird. It feels like a crossover almost, and at the speed which you have to do it and the absolute precision you have to be, it's really hard. Like, basically, I'm in a position where I sacrifice a lot of perfects to play this section, but it's more consistent. Like, you gotta ask yourself, do you want to be more consistent at full comboing it, or you really want to go for the marvelous? You gotta ask yourself what you're going for, and then do the strategy that's going to give it to you. All right, so that's the hardest part complete, so we can basically breeze through the rest. Alright, just follow it. Big jumps, hover over it. Big jump, big jump. Big, yeah. Is it tiring? It should be. Yeah. And then that's just evil. Because, like, you're in the air, and then you... Yeah, it's an evil chart. Like, it's evil. It's not a bad chart. It's just, it's an evil chart. Alright. A repeat of what we did earlier. I believe this time it's with your right foot for the mini stream. No, it's still left foot, just it's even longer. So left foot. Alright, quickly jump. And this is basically a rehash of what happened earlier. There's a couple back crosses that we're going to have to address, and then a final like stomp, but let's get through it. Alright, you can follow that. Nothing too... Alright, so here's an evil crossover. So down, left, up, right. You must cross that over because we're going to be in a position that the left has to hit here. This is very reminiscent of Chaos Challenge 17. And I think that's... that's a very similar pattern to something you'd see in Chaos Challenge 17. It's a slower BPM, so you know it's a good sister song to practice each other. Yeah. Alright, this one can play out. Alright, no problems here. Alright, it basically plays all the way out, and then we finally have this, like this. But what is this? You tell me. And my Bixby on my phone keeps activating. What the hell, Bixby? Can you like turn off, please? Give me a second. We're doing this live. How do we turn off Bixby? Oh my god. Alright, and so how do you do the final stomp? There's one trick that I have. I actually pretend like this is another arrow. Huh? How does that make any sense? Well, when I do my jump, I will then get my foot up and slide it to a further place outside of the arrow. So I would do the jump, hitting it here, and then I'd quickly lift it up and like hit it down like dun-dun. Like it's easier to do the sliding motion to get two fast ones for me. If I do a dun-dun, I fear that I won't lift up enough to untrigger the panel before I stomp down. So I usually kind of come out when I stomp down on it. All right, and that basically wraps it up for Ishtar Challenge. So Stardy28, thank you very much for the request. I hope you found this breakdown interesting. Everyone else, if you got any value out of this breakdown, please leave a like and a comment on the video. If you want to request your own breakdowns, I do have a Patreon listed down below, and one of the tiers is doing a chart breakdown. And knowing me, I probably will fall behind on other patron requests, and eventually I'll just give you a makeup where I give you all free breakdowns. Okay. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Okay, there's one down. Alright. That's one down, and like at least 2 or 3 more today. I don't want to be here all night. Like I said, my energy levels are quite low. But we're going to try our best. Alright, takes a long time to do these. Alright, this one should go by very fast. So this is going to be Yuki Nights. Okay. Let's just do it. I have actually been playing this song a lot recently. Should I just use the entire time with mine because I have a foot cam? If it loads. It ain't loading. Maybe I'll use it later. Maybe I won't. Alright, how's chat doing? What's up? What's up? It's a pretty fun 17, and honestly, it's not that challenging. Just if you can do 200 BPM, then you can do it. Okay, so let's just get started. What's up, everyone? Dr.D here, and in this video we are doing a breakdown for, oh god, don't make me say this, Koisuru Yuchui Senso? It's got a star in the, that's not a star. It's got a star in the title. Okay, that's all I know because it's part of the star course. This is requested by Yuki Knight, and its level is a 17. It's a challenge 17, and honestly, it is not too bad. So I expect this breakdown to go by pretty fast, and I do have a couple tips, especially at the one part. You guys know which part it is, and I'll show you how I do it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's break it down. Okay, so 200 BPM. What are we doing? We're probably using 275, 3, 325 if you're getting good. I've been doing 3 for a long time, but just recently I started changing it to 3.25, and I've noticed huge MA improvements, and you might too. So whatever you're at, try to get to a point where you can bump it up an extra 0.25 speed, and we'll see if it gives you any improvements as well. That's some good stuff. All right. I'm just going to jump in. If I need to stop, I will. Nothing too much. Double step here. I do not cross over, but honestly, it wouldn't even make a big difference. Okay, so that I would do a foot. I always call it a pivot, but it's... So on this one, because if you actually play it through to finish on your left foot here, well, you're in trouble unless you're doing a complete 360. So make sure that you treat this as a gallop. So dun dun and then dun dun. Yeah. Same thing up there, just the opposite. Oh, you gotta follow that? It's very straightforward here. Double step is your friend here. Yeah, even double step here. I always double step up here. This is like a fake crossover, as in like you think that you want to hold it down, hit this with your left. Do not do that. Drop the freeze a little bit early here, and we're going to double step here to the up. All those are double steps too. You could cross them over, but I recommend double stepping them. Just make sure you finish on your right for combo 204, 3, and then you're good to go. And this part's the hardest for me to time. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, jump. So it's a hard drill, and then immediately followed by a jump. It's hard to do, and even I can't perfect it every time, but you just got to drill it and finish with the up and know that there's the up down jump coming. Alright, then you're good for a while. There's just some hammer jump into downs. Well, we gotta get a name for these kind of things, but nothing too fancy. You can do ghost steps to help you get the timing there. Make sure you start with the down for this mini stream. You could cross over or double step. Like I'm gonna say this 100 times throughout the song. Okay, now actually there's some stuff going on right now. Yeah, make sure you're down plan here. So these are hard. It's not as hard as Fascination Turtle Love makes challenge hard, but you're gonna want to look out for them. This you will play through as much as possible. Here, make sure you do a foot switch to the down with your left foot. So hit that not foot switch, but double step. So you stay with your right foot in the upright position. And then here, now Okay, maybe I have to prove it to you. Like, I'm gonna tell you what I do here, but you're gonna think it's a little crazy. Yeah, right here. This is so off sync though, but right there I hit the freeze, and then I always hit the notes with my heel right there while planning it here. So let me try to like illustrate it here. What I'm doing is I'll hit this with my down, and the right will hit here, but as soon as I hit it, I slam my heel down with my right foot to get this. Yeah, and then in staying in this position, I hit that with my left, and then I go back to hit the other one with my right. Yeah, why do I do that? I don't know, maybe because I can. But if that's too hard for you to master, then just do the... It's just an awkward situation, because if you do this with your right, you're going to be having to do a back cross over here, and if you do this with your left, you're going to have to back cross over here. Like, no matter what, you have to back cross unless you do what I said, which is left foot with your heel, and then you play it out. And then still double stepping when you get here, because you got to make sure you're in the up position for this mini stream. Now this one is actually kind of better to cross over. My rule is like if there's like a bunch of double steps, I might be more inclined to doing a crossover, but you could double steps. I guess I meant like doubles, I guess. Anyways. Just make sure you're there, and then here the gallops sound a little bit weird. And it feels later if that helps you at all. Alright, double stepping on. Alright, pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Straightforward, double step or cross. And then this one's like this, it's a mini drill, 4 arrows, and then into another section. And that's like the most like stamina intense part, if you ask me. Okay, there's an equal one coming up pretty soon, but like it doesn't really ever get too much harder than that. Almost any individual section cannot be considered harder than a 15 or a 16, but it's just the veracity of the entire thing as a whole that makes it a 17. And the 17 rating, I believe it's earned, it is, but it's in terms of like a difficulty, like it's not a difficult 17. There's one tricky part at the end, but besides that, it's just a stamina drainer. That's really it. I mean, look at the combo at the end and you'll get what I'm saying. Alright, this is your break, by the way, if you haven't figured it out yet. For those, you could cross over, but I always do my hop, my cheap little hop thing. So like right here, like I'll hit that with my down, but then I'll jump. I'll pretend like there's a right down jump right here, so that I keep the freeze, but then I don't have to cross over because I'm lazy. And I do it again right here. Which I probably shouldn't, because then I always have to double step with my left foot here, and I actually don't like doing that. Maybe I should change that. Alright, that's like the last like real hard drill. Alright, now we're gonna get into the make sure that after that jump you swing your right foot to the down for 579. Because otherwise you're going to have a bad time. You're going to have to double bracket jump that, which I don't think a lot of people like doing, but you definitely can do it, and I do it whenever I screw up that. But try not to screw it up. Alright, pretty straightforward. Alright, now here's like where it's going to get really tricky. Here's the setup. At the right moment, we got to make sure that we start with our right foot on the left arrow. So here's the setup. And I know it's after this. So right after this section right here, this so we do a jump step jump, jump step jump. And then this I will play out the crossover. So this is like the first time that mentally I'm making sure that I'm going to cross over, kind of like help me out here. Is that like Afronova? Maybe. But make sure that you're playing it out. So your left foot's going to be here, right foot here. So you're going to do that. And then when you get here, left foot, I'm so sorry, right foot there, left foot there, and then what we're going to do is very quickly 1, 2, 3. Swing it back. 1, 2, 3, and then left. So quickly, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, plant, and double step. Yeah, I did not forget about you. You were not on the screen, but I did not forget about you. Now, I would say that they probably intend you to do it the other way. They probably want you to do right up left. Sorry, with your left foot doing left up right, and then you can come out of it better. I personally do not like doing that. I prefer to do my right foot first because then 2 of the arrows are being hit with my right foot instead of only 1. You know, it feels a little bit more powerful, maybe. I don't know, but so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, double step. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, double step. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, double step. Remember that. And the reason why you have to double step, you need to make sure your right foot is on the up arrow. If you don't, you're gonna miss this. This is like the most crucial part. So you have to make sure that you double step to get down here so you get your right foot here. And if you're there, you're all clear. You're all good because everything else will play out. Oh, and right here, make sure that your down is here. So once again, double step. And that actually is probably another reason why I do it, because then in my mind, I just know that, oh yeah, 2 times near the end, your left foot has to double step to the down. And it's just like easier to remember that. So that's probably another why. Sometimes tips I do for myself is not only because it's easier, but it might just be because mentally it's easier to remember. So go figure. Alright. And then you're clear. Basically, the entire song until the end is a freebie. If you can do everything else that I taught you, just don't be like me. One time I ruined a PFC run because I forgot that the 16th note starts on the left, not the right. I did that. It was so dumb. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, and 739 combo. You do that, and you might just be the first person to MFC this. Yeah, it still hasn't been MFC'd, which is kind of surprising compared to, you know, a lot of the other 17s that have been MFC'd. This has got to be like one of the easiest ones. So if you want to be the first one to MFC it, go for it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. Thank you Yuki Knight for the request. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Make sure you slap a like on the video. If you want to become a patron and make your own requests, links are down below. And thanks for watching guys, and peace. And break time. Oh, that was pretty easy. Yeah, and you know, that's one thing I really like about this new breakdown setting is people can actually look in the comments. So what you guys are saying right now, what you guys can say right now can actually help people. So like if I miss something, like when I screwed up the BPM of Ishtar or something, or if you have a different alternative, put it in the comments. It's gonna help people out. So yeah, feel free to put all of your comments in the stream while you're watching this live, because yeah, you'll look over here and yeah, people will be able to see what you said. So yeah, I like this. That's one other reason why I really like this new new setup. Okay, I got at least one more in me, but like these really take a lot out of me. I know it doesn't seem like it, but like it's stressful to do these. It really is. Oh, and tomorrow for tomorrow's request stream, let's take a look. Yeah, a lot of people made more requests, and by a lot of people I mean Yuki Knights. Yuki Knight! Oh, come on now. Yuki Knights. Really? Really? How many is that? So when I say make more requests, you make like 30 more yourself? Uh, and I already did like at least 10 of yours. Yuki. Yuki, you have some explaining to do. You have some explaining to do. Dr. D, make more requests. Yuki, here's another 30. Oh boy. Yeah, that is true. I would probably like not even care if Yuki was making like easy requests. But like when I see like nonstop 18s and 19s and 18s, it's just like, oh, really? Oh. Oh, and double? You want me to do dude, come on, guys. Like, my knee is not like. I'm glad that I'm like making you guys think that I'm 100% because I've been doing pretty well recently. Thank you, thank you. But like, let's be honest here. Uh, no, like my knee's still fucked, and it's most apparent when I play doubles. Like when I'm actually doing the what kind of movement? Like the pivoting kind of movement, where like the shifting of weight like between the knee. Like that's when it becomes most apparent. And like here you are like making me play like 18s on double. Are you like fucking kidding me? Yeah, but I was actually going to use tomorrow since when I finished yesterday there was basically no more requests. So I thought that what I'll do tomorrow when I play is focus on the course. Like it's like the last day that I can do the course. So I'm going to go hard for like 1.5, maybe 2 hours on the course. Try to beat my 5P, try to get it down to 4 or 3. And then, after I'm done just grinding the shit out of it, then I will do whatever requests are for that day. But if there's like 30 requests like this, I don't think I'll finish them all. But that's my plan for tomorrow. So it'll still be a Patreon request stream, but like for the first hour, hour and a half maybe, it's going to be like me grinding the course, and then for the last hour and a half, it's going to be just doing your requests. So yeah, I thought that'd be the fair way. Then I can still get one more crack at the internet ranking course. Some people are getting pretty close. You got Muji 56. He threw down a seven perfects on that course, and it looks like he's grinding it hard. He's out to get me. So I can't let that happen. I need a and especially when I know I could get better. One of those runs could have easily been 3. The one run with fast perfect near the end could have been 4. The 1-5 was earned. Okay, I'll give you that, but I know I can get at least 3 or 4, and when I see other people getting 7 and 8, so Muji and Maxwell, they both have 7 and 8 respectively, it makes me a little bit nervous. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just finally take a day off. Maybe I'll just take a day off because, yeah, I'm streaming. It's gonna end up being 8 streams in a row because I did do a Jackbox stream the other day. So I'm going to be going live at least 8 days in a row. And if I do Halloween, that's like going live 9 days in a row. Christoph, what's up? Howdy there from Australia, right? Or are you the one from New Zealand? I believe you're from Australia. Anyways, welcome. I've gotten 5P on it 3 times. And you can see the video that I just posted the other night. I put all 3 of them together. I probably could have gotten 5P on it even more times, but I quit out of those runs. Like on some runs where maybe I got like 3P already in healing division, I quit out. So, it's possible I could have gotten 5P a few more times, but yeah, I mean, like for me, it comes down to it's got to be 1 to 2P max after the first 2 songs. So like if I MFC'd uh, Dance Celebration, which is really hard to MFC by the way, then I'd have to get at least an MFC or 1 on Poseidon to continue. And I need to be at the point where I'm averaging 1 or 2 on the final song. I am very inconsistent, and that kind of 15, it's kind of surprising me because that's the kind of 15 that's like my specialty. There's a lot of songs that have been made recently. There's a lot of songs that are 15s recently. They feature very similar steps to the inner song on the final stage, and I just crush those. I'm really consistent, but this one I don't feel good on. Like there's something about the timing. I feel like it's a little late and early at parts. I think like early on it feels late, but like near the end it feels a little bit earlier. Which usually I don't ever think about song drift, but I feel like this song might have some drift, or at the very least I never feel completely in the zone. I'm always feeling a little bit uneasy, and I hate it. Alright, so which song are we breaking down next? I'm committing to at least 1 more breakdown. Whew, what do you guys want to see? Quickman, he requested Pluto. I did it before. I could do his Splash Gold or AM3P Chaos. Ooh, that could be interesting. Stardy, I already got one from him today. Pie Guy, how about I just do Pie Guy's Poochie? Yeah? Pie Guy's Poochie? Yeah? Any complaints to Poochie? I know people have been wanting a Poochie breakdown for a very long time from me. And luckily I recorded Chris getting 3 perfects on it with a lovely body cam. So, is he using 3.5? I think he is. It's like insane watching Chris. Like, it is so insane, like, watching this. Oh. And I watched it live. I'm the one holding this camera. Like, I was just mesmerized watching this. Oh. Wait, I'm supposed to be doing a breakdown, right? I'm actually taking notes. Don't worry. Let me help you guys out. There you go. Full screen. Full screen. Going no bar for this section. I can't believe he foot switches that. And he foot switches that. Oh, I lied. I wasn't holding the camera. I was, but I was right behind him. It's a good thing I wasn't holding the camera. I wouldn't have held it so steady. But yeah, you can see my reaction. I'm more excited than he is. Oh. Good memories. Dr. D, your fanboy is showing.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Oh boy. Oh, that's kind of cringy. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Or okay, I mean, like I could do. Yeah, I see your triple journey, and yeah, game fan. I noticed that you like want things like hard brain and amalgamation. Those are like pretty. Okay, game fan. Would you rather me do your Tokyo Shinwa today or your triple journey challenge? Do you have a preference? And I'm even leaning towards doing. So if I have to do one of your requests today's amalgamation, well, in that case, I'll probably just use my MFC video. Did I make that public? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. All right. So how about? Should I do Poochie today? I can't decide. Alright, we're just gonna do a real quick amalgamation because that should go by real quick, and then we'll go from there. Oh, I totally did not. Oh, and does she play it on there? Oh, she has this. No, I was hoping she had a lower speed option. I don't think. He does actually have an expert. All right, we'll roll with it. All right, game fan, this one's for you. What's up everyone, Dr. D here, and in this video we're breaking down Amalgamation Expert. That's the level 13, and this is requested by GameFan6219. Alright, Amalgamation. Do I know it? Oh, do I know it? Are you kidding me? I just MFC'd it. This was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And well, yeah, it's fresh in my mind, so I definitely think I can give you a hand. There's really only 3 or 4 parts that can trip you up, and I'm definitely going to cover them, and I'll let you know all about it. So let's just jump right into it. It should be a quick breakdown. So yeah, thanks again, GameFan, for the request. Let's get started. Amalgamation, 166 BPM. I believe I remember that correctly. And you're going to be using 3.5, 375, or in my case, I used 4 in the end, but generally speaking, I usually use 375. All right, let's start it off. That part just sounds weird. It is weird, but just follow it. Just make sure that all you need to know is after you get that yellow, these are all equally spaced. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun 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 dun. Alright, follow this. So far we're following everything exactly as it's written. And what about here? Yep, follow it so your left foot's here. Alright, now the gallops. Gallops at this speed, it could be easy for some people, but very challenging for some others. If it helps make you make a comparison, it's very similar to the gallops if they're the 16th gallops in Suguru Expert, because that's a 165, where these are 166. Although I'm giving you that shtick right there because you know, the gallops in Suguru in the hey, what's going on here? They recharted it in DDR X, I believe, or was it later? But basically, they fixed it to 12 notes. Though at the end, they still do the 16th gallops. So just keep that in mind. All right, follow them out. Slam down hard on them to keep the beat. All right, then this is a fourth. So this would be the gallop, but in fact, it's going to be 4. So da-dun, da-dun, da-da-da-dun. So da-dun, da-dun, da-da-da-dun, da-dun, da-dun, da-da-da-dun. Just keep that in your mind and you should be fine. And for this will be when we first use our double step. So I would recommend double stepping from this. We don't want to cross this over. So you can either do left foot here, then right, right, or left, left, right. Either way is fine. Just make sure you're ready for the right down gallop. No, it's not a gallop. It's actually a triplet. I completely missed that. But the point is that either way, I'd recommend hitting this with your right foot. So however you finish it, I would probably do left, left, right, right, so that we're in a good position. Once again. Dun-dun-dun. And then do the double step, and then make sure that it'd be more comfortable if you did the double step right, and then left, left, and then put your left here, and then you're on your right. Follow the music. Dun, dun, dun. If you want, you could actually throw in a gallop before the 16ths. You can kind of hear it, and it's not too hard to do it. So what that would look like, so do 2 lefts, and your second left is into a gallop. So dun 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 dun. So dun 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 dun. And then same thing here, right, right, gallop. The right foot is gallop. Dun dun dun. And then up, up, gallop. Now this part sucks. This part. I actually always bracket jump this, but if you can't do it, you gotta throw, because your weight is shifted over here right now. But as soon as you hit that down, you gotta shift it over there. So shifting your weight there kind of sucks unless you learn how to do the bracket jump. If you can use both feet at this one time, you can maintain the same position, which is a lot more comfortable. I recommend experimenting with it and getting good at that. Alright, 12th notes, they go to the music. That's like the best I can tell you. They go to the music. And then here is 12ths that are... What are these actually? Are these sixths? Can someone in the chat tell me? Are these sixths? Dun 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 dun. Are these technically sixth notes? I'm actually going to peek the chat right now. And no one. Alright, well, one more peek? No? Yeah, they are 6? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. See, I actually do know something. So follow it. Dun 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 dun. Alright, just make sure whenever you hit this jump that your right foot is planted on the up. And then how do we count this? We don't count it. I never count it. I never count this. We're going from 6 notes into like 8th notes, and it's not worth it. Like, there's barely anything to go off as it is, and it's way too jarring of a change. I completely sight the next arrows. I am watching this like a hawk, and I'm visually going to time this. The first 2. Once you get like the first 2, you should be able to get the rest. Just visually time it. Alright. Alright, follow this. And then here's the biggest trick. The biggest trick is if you actually follow this, you're going to be really screwed. You got to make sure your left foot is going to be up here for an upright up triplet coming up real soon. Here it comes after this one. Actually, I'm way too early. Whoa. Alright, so here's where they want you to cross over, and you can. And you can even, and if you actually do the back crossover, you'll be perfectly set up. And then you'll get that perfectly. However, most people, including me, do not do that. So likely you're double stepping this, so left to left, and then left to right, left to left, left to right. And then if you do that, left and then right, and then left, and now you're fucked. Now you're just completely fucked. So all you need to remember though is if you are going to do the double stepping, I would recommend double stepping the other way. So as soon as you can, like probably around this section right here. So starting here, I'm actually going to put my right foot and then double step this to the down so that I'm keeping this position. I want to keep this position. So then when I double step here, it's a very easy transition to get back. Right foot! The last thing you have to memorize is for this, make sure you do it right. If you do it with your left foot, you're going to have a bad time. Right foot on the down, and you're good. And voila! And if you are following my tips, you're going to get that MFC. There you go. Alright, so good luck on improving your scores, and I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Game fan, thank you for the request, and everyone else, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and if you want to make more requests, become a patron. Links are down in the description below. Thanks again, and peace. And I need a few minutes. What, was I gone for like 2 minutes? Yeah, sorry about that. That took a lot longer. Something came up, and well, it's done. So, I guess I owe you guys at least one more breakdown before we end anything, because that would be so rude if I took that long of a break. And yeah, it's all right. So, anyways, something came up. I had to address it. Glad I did. And with that said, let's get started. So, let's see which one would be the best one to end on. I guess Pie Guy and his Poochie. How about that? I think that Poochie definitely deserves a breakdown. What do you guys think? Is it time for Poochie? Does Poochie get its breakdown finally? Let me see some Poochies in the chat. Poochie, Poochie. Yes, we're getting some approvals on Poochie. Yes. Like I said, guys, something important came up. It ended up becoming a bit of an ordeal, but the important thing is that I solved it and we can move on. Alright, let's do Poochie. It's Pie Guy's request, but honestly, it's been requested so many times that it's basically everyone's request. Alright, let's get started. What's up, everyone? Dr. D here, and in this video, we are doing Poochie Level 16 Expert Breakdown. Oh boy, and that's totally the right order that we always say it in. Poochie Expert Level 16, requested by PieGuy314159. And in this video, well, this video has been requested many times. I was doing a breakdown stream one time before for patrons, and I said I'll do a public one, and a lot of people said we want to see Poochie, we want to see Poochie, and I'm like, all right, and I'll eventually get around to it, and I never did. But that all changes now, thanks to Pie Guy. So everyone, say thank you to Pie Guy in the chat. And with that said, we're going to be looking at two videos. We're going to be looking at Yusin's just clean. I've got to make that 60 frames. There we go. We're going to be looking at Yusin's video here. And I also recorded Chris getting... Wait, he uses 375? No, he doesn't. 2? He doesn't use 275. Hold on, I need to look at this speed option. Does he change it? Really? He only uses 275? Wow, that's insane. Alright, anyways. We're going to be looking at both charts, trying to get the best options to piece this bad boy together. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. And we're going to jump right into it by stopping and asking, what's the BPM? Well, the BPM is 220, which makes it a little bit awkward. You don't have a lot of leeway in your speed mod choices. We're talking 275, 3, and if you're ballin', maybe 325. Alright, the reason why speed options are so important and you really want to go as high as you possibly can is because the majority of the song is played at halved speed. So even though it's 220, the majority of it is going to be reading at just 110, okay? So you're going to be looking at 110 most of the time. So 3x on 110, you're just at 330, which is not exactly flying. So with that in mind, keep in mind that the more you can memorize the fast parts, the easier you're going to have at maximizing your speed for the slower parts. I even know some people who 3.5 it. It sounds pretty outrageous, but it's worth it to them if you guys can build the muscle memory. Alright, we're going to dive right into it, and there's going to be lots of stopping, lots of rewinding, because it's just that kind of chart. First 18 steps. Awkward pattern. How do we do it? Well, I'm going to show you how Chris does it because I never get over it. And this is the only time you're going to see it because, in fact, I don't do it this way, but goddamn, it's so cool watching Chris do it his way. Watch. Look at the ghost steps. It's insane. Alright, that's pretty good. So what he's doing is galloping for all of them. So looking right here. So this one is a yellow. He normally it's just dun 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 dun. He's doing dun 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 dun. This is what Chris is doing. I don't do that. I actually just go by the visual. I just do dun 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 dun. But definitely it's something that if you tried to get better at, you probably would see some more success. Alright, so let's look at how I would just do it. Just go by the sound. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and on this down arrow, we're going to speed up. And all of these are crossovers, but I actually recommend double stepping them. 220 is pretty fast to double step, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to want to be able to 220 double step because otherwise, the advice and tips I'm going to be giving you for this song are not going to be able to be applied to you because for the majority of I don't only double step. There's definitely times where I do crossover, but there's definitely times where double stepping is your key. So you need to be able to comfortably double step 220. So with that in mind, like starting here, this is a double step. Double step is just using the same foot, moving it over. So left to the left, right to the right, or you could double step early and then make that with the right. And this is the part everyone is waiting for. Jesus, how do we break it down? Okay, now we're going to be looking at the right side. Alright, what the hell is going on? Yusin, what the hell? What's going on with your videos, Yusin? I guess that he made this back in like 2016. 2015! Okay, we're gonna give him a break. But does anyone have a better? You know what? I think we're just gonna have to go with Chris's. Alright, let's take a look at the middle section with Chris. Alright, so let's stop there. So what's going on and how can we do this? So we're starting right off. You got to understand that there are two kinds of greens, and this is very important to know for both. These kind of there's a lot of songs like this, especially recently. There's the delayed, which would be like a 6th note. So like here to here is like a 6, where like here to here is a 12th. You have to know about the spacing. So like this one is dun dun, but the next one is dun dun. So dun 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 dun. So dun 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 dun, and then we're gonna double step here. So left foot here, and then double step, and then all of these are the 6th note, the fast one, dun 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 dun, dun, followed by a 12th note drill. So 12th note drill. So play it out full. So keep in mind, 6th note is like a delayed 8th note. Okay? Follow me. And then the 12th note is actually the faster one. So dun 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 dun. So right there, let's look at some of these are going to be the 12th note. So you really want to train your mind to be able to spot these. So like right here, this would be a 12th note, where this would be a 6th note spacing. So all you need to know is that it's a gallop, okay? Think of it like a gallop. Whenever you see them really close, that's a gallop. Where this is like more like a delayed 8th note. So this would be a 6th note spacing. This would be a 12th note spacing. And let's see if chat or anyone is yelling at me right now. Let's see. versus videos freezing too. I thought it froze. Well, how long ago was that? Let me know if I'll periodically check the chat. So if there's anything wrong, please do let me know. But if everything is okay right now, we're gonna keep going. So the spacing. Make sure that you can tell the difference between a 12th note spacing and a 6 note spacing and a 12th note spacing. So class, what's that? That's a 12th note spacing. So that's a gallop, a quick gallop. So triple gallops right there. And you're going to be noticing that there's a lot of foot switching going on here. So like right here. So he's going to come from the left to the down. So ooh, hold on a second. So left to the down, and then he pivots. So he immediately switches here. And then he actually prefers to go up here, which is because he wants to be positioned for the left stream, starting with his left foot here. Alright. Alright, now how do we do those drills? Well, you just do them, okay? There's really no easy way to do them. They're fast as fuck. Like, period. You know how I do them? I go as fast as I can. That's my strategy, so... Okay, it's not exactly my strategy, but it's hard to read, it's hard to score on, and two, it's hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So something like that, and you're gonna want to make sure that you finish strong. And then it's gonna be an immediate one right after it. So this is a repeat, so it's going to do it twice. And then you get a little break with some 8th notes goodness. Alright, now we're back to the gallops. So keep in mind the spacing. This is a gallop, this is a gallop, this is not a gallop. This is not a gallop. I wish that I knew this even better so I can explain it to you, but like this would be a gallop, this would be a gallop, this is a gallop, but this is a space. Like there's more of a space here, so it's hard. It's really hard to explain it. So this is a gallop. There's a spacing here. This is a gallop. There's a spacing here. This is a gallop. So spacing here, gallop. The key is really to know about that, because visually you can score well on this song. If you can visually see it, you can adjust and make changes so you can actually do it. Now, ideally, you want to really get to know the music, and you'll know exactly where every single one of these notes and what beat it's hitting on. But at the very least, you can make a ton of progress by just looking at the spacing and knowing when you need to do a delayed 8th or when you need to do a very fast gallop. So that's what you need to be able to differentiate. All right. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. Yeah, Carl Kim, thank you so much for that. He's saying that they are 24th note spacing, and yes, he is correct, because I forgot a key feature, and that is this is halved BPM. Yeah, so the BPM is halved right now. So technically, these are actually 24ths. They are 24ths. But because it's when I say 12 notes, you know that I'm speaking, in fact, I'm meaning 24th, assuming that we're talking 110 BPM. But yeah, I think that I'm so far into it now, though, I might as well keep calling it 12ths, because otherwise I'm going to confuse everyone. So I'm going to continue calling these 12ths, but do recognize, because of the BPM that this song is running at, it's technically 24ths. Okay, got that? Okay. So the spacing is pretty important to know that. Alright, this is a 12th note. 12th note. And I'm going to rewind it so we can watch it. Alright, now that is some really awkward transitions. Now there's a mirrored version of this that he had to do before, but those were on the down, left, the down, the left, and the right. This time we're on the right, up, left. You see, it's the same pattern, but this is mirrored. So this time our foot switch, when we hit this to this, we are going to swing after we hit our left foot here. What he's going to do is throw in an extra note here and slap it down for the gallop. So he's going to be, so dun, 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 dun. So there's a foot switch gallop onto this one. So put in an extra note right here. Is it fast? Hell yeah, it's fast. But in fact, yeah, there's a little bit of a delay here, so it's a little hard to do a one-to-one comparison with the foot cam. But actually, he doesn't do it. So that's him hitting the left, and then he threw in. He actually galloped here to throw in a 12th, and then in fact, this is the other one. And then I'm curious to see how he's gonna do this, because like, oh, I don't want to get spoiled. Because this is an awkward pattern. And by awkward, I mean that we for sure have to put our right foot here. For sure, we have to slap our left foot to our right foot. There's like no real other way unless you like bracket gallop, which I don't think anyone can really consistently do and get away with it. So what the problem is, over here we absolutely have to be on our left foot, but we're finishing here with our right foot. So when you finish it, so it looks like, wow, he actually risked it. So, well, thank you, Chris. Now we know you can actually drop this one immediately and still get the good. You'll start to see it fading because he let go of it real soon. So it fades. It looks like you're going to get an NG, but it looks like there's just enough time that you will get the okay. Thank you, Chris. I'm actually going to try that. You know, it's funny. I was supposed to do a breakdown for you guys, but in fact, Chris is helping me break down the song. Thanks, Chris. So yeah, let's try that. I'm going to change my style to do that. So combo 163. Just know that that freeze, it can be dropped immediately so that you can quickly slam down your right foot on the down, and then you're positioned for the 12th note burst. All right, thank you, Chris. All right, let's look at it in all the sweet action. I think he does it several times. Okay, yeah, you see he hits that. Wow! Oh my god, my mind has just been blown. Are you kidding me? All of these he's been dropping? Holy shit. Oh my god, this is an epiphany. I never even realized it. Yeah, so basically all of these short freezes, he drops them and so that he can be correct footing. You see, like don't listen to my breakdown. Watch Chris. This is your breakdown right here. Because in fact, what I would have taught you is to gallop there and then just quickly hit my double step that 12th note, but fuck that. We're going to throw our right foot down on that bitch and get on the correct footing. Holy shit. This is nice. Whoa. This is nice. Okay. So just hit that. Drop it immediately. No one gives a shit. You're on the right footing. And then you're on the correct footing here. Oh, but he don't give a shit. Oh, he even drops this one? You don't even need to drop that one. Ooh. Ooh, that's dirty. That is dirty. Ooh. Take a look at that. So he actually drops it and immediately to get the up and then just go. I cannot wait to play this song again. I cannot wait. I need to watch this. So wait, does he drop it here? Yeah, he drops it. He drops every single one of these. Oh my goodness. Well, you don't need to drop that. Alright, that one you have no choice. It's an extended. So like right there, you see it? He hits it, he drops it. Wow, that's what a Chad. I am mesmerized right now. And look, even that one, he just hit it and he's going to go immediately up to there. Wow. Oh, my mind is like blown right now. I've watched this video 100 times, but I didn't even look out for that. Wow, this is incredible. This is some good stuff. Like we're discovering this right here on stream together. This is amazing. All right, so let's continue it. So basically, every time you see a short freeze, you can drop it and then get the correct footing. It's so important. and we froze. We're at a hold. Alright, now this part's awkward because like now all of a sudden they're doing 16th notes. And those are slower than the 24th gallops, just so you know. Yeah, he even drops that. So basically all the short freezes, in this section, you just want to drop them. If you drop them, you'll get the correct footing. So like once again, this would be the 12th note spacing, or the 24th if you prefer it that way. And they would want you to cross over to hit that, but that would be assuming that you have to. But the fact is, you don't have to cross over. So you're just going to drop the hold so that you can do here and then get immediately into the gallop. Alright, and then basically this is a mirror of what we did before, but on the rights and downs. And then you get through that and you're basically home free. Okay, and then here once again. So up right there, but then he hits it. He transitions it. Okay, hold on. Yep. Just Yep, just drops it and gets the right footing. And does he drop it? Yep, he drops it, gets the right footing. And then that part, it's a hard transition. It's a very hard transition. So this is just fine. And I mean, it's not that fine, but we've done it enough times that it should be fine. And then the important thing is that, so this is the final section. So you could throw in a helper step here. And then finally, one final up down drill. So this spacing here is basically like an 8th note. So 1 and then immediately into a 7-note drill. And then gallop. And then we're gonna double step to get to the right position. And then finally a pound, followed by a double step, like that. All right, so that's like basically one song done. Because like this is a very hard and long song, and there's so much technicality going in the first 294 steps that like you can probably write a college dissertation on it. But how you guys doing so far? Yeah. It's pretty hardcore, right? You know what else is hardcore? That recommended video right there. Boss Rush version SN2 cleared by Kaze573 DDR 2017. That's a pretty awesome video. You should probably go check it out. Okay, so the good news is we're going to have a pretty long break, and there's not much I can help you with. Like I told you from the very beginning, we are going to be double stepping the 220 section. So you're going to want to double step all of the upcoming parts. And just so you know that I'm not going to be completely useless, I do have some tips of my own that I do at the final 220 section, and Chris does not do it the way that I do it. So you'll get to see 2 different ways to do it. So with that in mind, let's just run out these quick streams. Yeah, he even double steps that. Like, you don't want to cross over here. So you... Not even these. Even though like they're absolutely by definition crossovers, you're double stepping all of these. All of them. Just make sure that final one, you want to make sure you're starting on your right foot, or you're going to have a bad time. And if you want to be all cool like Chris, just go no bar. This is a copy section from the very beginning, possibly mirrored, but it's identical to what I've already talked about very early on. And there you have an option to cross over. Right here you could cross over, and it's somewhat of an advantageous because otherwise you're going to be hitting this with your left foot, And if you do that, then you're going to have to double step into it and double step out of it. So up to you in the end. But if you do the crossover there, you will finish in a way that you're hitting this with your right foot, and you're going to have a much more smoother transition here. Alright, so what does Chris do here? Chris actually foot switches like a total Chad. I don't. I actually do crossover for basically all of these. Okay, I'm going to actually slow it down so we can maybe see something. So as soon as Chris hits that down, he swings his left foot there to hit the 16ths. What would I do? I would go right here, and I would actually do a back crossover for this section. I would prefer that because, well, that's just what I prefer. And he's going to double step this, which is fine, but just know that if you double step here, you have to double step into this. Alright? Okay, now this one, he's also going to foot switch. So as soon as he hit that up, he threw his left foot down here. I would not do that. What would Derek do? I would play this out. I'm crossed over starting here. Oh, that was nice. So right here, so down, and then left arrow for the up, and then right arrow, left, right arrow. When I say right arrow, I meant foot. Right foot, left foot, right foot, right foot. So I would actually cross over. I prefer that, especially this one. This isn't using an up back cross. This feels pretty comfortable. I think it's more risky to try to take your left foot and swing it down. I mean, if you're Chris, you can do anything you fucking want, but for, you know, us laymen, it's probably better that we just stay to the pleb strategy and just use our right foot, and then continue it. Alright, this one is very hard because the first two feel perfect, but then what the hell goes on here? So this one you absolutely need a foot switch. So it's almost an argument that you will do it because you could do the other ones doing the foot switch, because no matter what, you have to foot switch here. Unless you really want to... Oh man, don't do that. No. Unless you're trying to look cool, you don't want to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. As soon as we hit this down with our left, we have to swing our left foot to the top to hit the up arrow to do the other 2 triplet sets. Right there. And then finish with a double step. And why you keep doing this to me, YouTube? Okay, and now we hit the right foot, and we're playing it out normal. You have an option to cross over here, but personally I don't, because this one's easier to get. If you cross over here, you're going to have to start crossed on that, which is really ugly. So for this section particularly, I would recommend double stepping it, especially if you can do the left, and then you're perfectly situated for this. That's like a weird version of that. So right foot, you're set up perfectly for this. Alright, and then here's the ending. So once again, we want to make sure that we're in the right position. So try to make sure you hit your left foot on this up arrow, and then you should be clear here. And now here's like the hardest part. I'm going to play it through once, and then I'll break it down. Oh, and if you think that was not too bad, let's look at it at full speed. Yeah, okay, so now it looks a little bit more challenging, right? Alright, so 5, 7, 3. This is all fine and good. Make sure that we're here. And then starting right here, we need to, no matter what, however you got to think of it, we have to do this with our right foot. So we're going to be doing left, so left foot, and do this with our right foot. We have to do this with our right foot because of that arrow right there. But now you have an option. Both options really fucking suck, but you do have an option. We need to make sure then we hit this up one with our left foot. You have to. So always remember right, left. Right, left, play out. This is what I always put in my mind. When I'm doing the song, at the end, I always say right, left, play out. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So right foot, it hits that, and then left foot here, and then after that we can play it out. You see? We can play it out in that position with our left foot. So how do we make sure that we're right foot there? So after we get that, we must double step here. Left, left, and then we're clear here. And the YouTube is screwing up again. And now after this, you have an option. If you want, let's see what Chris does. What would Chris do? Yeah, Chris actually does go straight for the down with his right foot. It's a lot more risky, if you ask me. But, you know, because it's Chris. But what I would say, well, actually, yeah, you see, the problem is that your left foot is already occupying the down arrow. So once you finish here, it's really hard. I usually opt to do my foot switch from the down to the up, which is really an awkward one because you're doing a candle. A candle is considered any time when you're crossing over the center panel with one foot. So it's a little bit harder, but you'll have a little bit more reaction time than this. So you want to finish it here, and then when you hit the down, immediately go up to do the next drill. So right foot, and then left foot here, and then immediately swing your left foot to the up, drill it out, and then left foot for here, and you're in the clear. And then you can watch Dr.D freak out.
What the fuck? Holy shit! Unbelievable! Holy what the fuck?
This is the same shirt that I was wearing that day. At least I think it is, right? Yeah, I was wearing this shirt that day. My closet's just like right here, that's why. Okay, so there you have it. That is the Poochie breakdown, and that's Chris getting 3 perfects on it like a total god. Alright, I hope you guys found this breakdown helpful. I found it helpful. I learned a lot of things trying to break this song down, and I'm probably going to play this next time I go to the arcade. I am dying to get sub 20 on it. Oh, if I can get sub 20 on this. Oh. Alright, it hasn't happened yet, so I'm not going to freak out. But that basically wraps up this request set. Pie Guy, I hope you found it enjoyable. Everyone who's been demanding this, I hope that it was worth the wait. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you get something out of it. And we're going to end it on that note. If you want to be a Patreon, if you want to join Patreon and become a patron, you can make breakdown requests just like this, and you can join the public... I cannot talk. And you can join the Patreon request streams, which will happen every 10. The next one will be stream number 30, and then the next one will be 40, and so on. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and peace. Whew. Alright, Poochie is dead. Poochie is dead. We killed it. And with that, we have done 4 requests today. And we had a long break, but it's alright. So, I'm going to probably individually talk to a couple of these people, like GameFan. I did say 3 requests. You have like 4 here. So I want to ask you which ones, if I only did 2 more, which ones are most important. And I'm going to let Quickman know that I already did his Pluto. And next time, I'm probably going to do Condor, IX9, Splash Gold. Did I ever do Nageki Noki? I feel like I did. No? Yes? Maybe I'm crazy. Tokyo Shinwa. I'll try to do 5 next time. We'll see if we can get them all. Alright guys, we're going to end today's paw on this note. Tomorrow I plan to be playing. I'll probably play the first hour and a half by doing the course rank number 2. And after that, we'll just jump right into whatever requests my patrons throw at me. And I'll remind them to give me requests. And I'm going to ask Yuki Knight to maybe remove half of these. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this stream. And oh yeah, that's why I'm thinking about it. So I did it on expert, not challenge. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, yeah, like in my mind, I knew I did Nageki, but it makes sense. I have the memory because of expert. All right, no problem. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. I promise next time I do one of these, I'm not going to take like a 30-minute break. Like I said, something came up. I had to take care of it. I did, so it's done. Thank you for being patient. I hope it was worth the wait. And hopefully next time I have even more energy that I can give you guys even better. And even for some of these, I might even re-record them, whether it's in Step Mania or whatever, because like I want to make sure I have a clean a breakdown to do the Groove Radar special on challenge, because I need it on left, and I want to have a good video to go off of when I'm breaking it down. And everything else, does Yuki Knight have this? Or did I say Yuki Knight? Don't I mean Yusin? Did someone seriously upload Chaos Special like as music, as if like it's not just it, okay, I'm not gonna think about it. So and yeah, he has it, but it's not on left. So I'm probably going to record one that's on left. So I need a left for Dead End, and I need a left for AM3P Chaos Special. So I definitely need those before I can break those down. I can definitely break down the other ones though. Alright, so that's just like a preview of what's to come. Alright guys, I'll see you next time, and hope you guys have a great night, evening, day, afternoon, whatever it is. I hope it's great. Take it easy. I'll see you next time, and peace.